Hello and welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. So far this week our weather has been coming up from the south or southwest. That has brought some warmth in places, but it also brings the threat of intense thunderstorms, particularly later Wednesday. But there is a general trend away from that, back to more westerly kind of weather, with the Atlantic returning by the weekend. And that will bring a different character to our weather as we head into next week. More on that in a moment, but let's take a look at the setup that's producing Wednesday evening's thunderstorms. And what we're seeing is this big dip in the jet stream out to the west, bringing a plume of very warm or hot air close to the UK, but not close enough to experience the heat. Just on the northern edge of that, the plume interacts with the jet stream and produces some intense thunderstorms, frequent lightning and hail. By Thursday, they're out of the way, a fine day to come. And then into Friday, again, this plume of heat over the continent gets very close indeed to the far southeast. Now, at the moment, it looks likely that the more intense thunderstorms on Friday will remain just over the other side of the channel. But they do get perilously close. There is that threat around the middle part of Friday of some very heavy thunderstorms in the far southeast. Otherwise, for the rest of the UK, outbreaks of rain into western Scotland, Northern Ireland, soon turning more showery for many. So a mixture of bright spells and showers, some lively downpours still in the west with the odd rumble of thunder, and temperatures around average for the time of year. An occluded front is moving through, and this opens the door to weather coming from the west. As you can see, the isobars extending all the way out in the Atlantic there for the start of the weekend. But at the same time, high air pressure is building from the south, so that will tend to settle things down. And actually for Saturday, most places will see a fine day. The best of any sunny spells will be in the south. It'll be cloudier further north, with some showers for Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, for example, and a bit more of a breeze. And most places will see temperatures around average, perhaps a bit above in the far south and southeast. But we're looking out to the west from the weekend onwards for our weather, and the next feature coming along later Saturday will be picked up by the jet stream, rewinding the clock to the start of Thursday, and it emerges out of Canada in this dip of the jet stream. Some uncertainty about how the dip of the jet stream will pick up this area of low pressure in this weather front, and so some uncertainty about the timing of its arrival into the UK. But it looks fairly likely that it will pick up the cloud across northern and western parts of the country for the start of Sunday. Some mist and low cloud around western coasts, some outbreaks of rain or showers moving through, but always the most persistent rain in the north and northwest, with more of a wind here. Further south, drier and brighter, some sunny spells to be had, and temperatures around average, if a touch above in the southeast. And then really that pattern continues throughout next week, with low pressure to the northwest or north of the UK for much of the time, the jet stream picking up various features and sending them across. And with that kind of setup, we'll see the more mixed weather, the more changeable weather towards the north, with drier, brighter conditions towards the south. But just about anywhere could see showers at times, particularly say through Tuesday. As this feature moves through, we'll see some rain followed by showers. But it looks most likely that the more changeable weather will be affecting northern parts of the country throughout next week. Drier will always be further south. And that pattern, where we've got low pressure to the north or northwest, higher pressure towards the south, is represented on this chart by the dark blue colours. Now, this shows the probability of different weather patterns occurring through the next 2 weeks. The date of the forecast is out on the bottom there. This takes the multiple simulations from the Met Office model, the European model, the American model, and combines them all into a probability chart that shows the probability of different weather patterns occurring for the next couple of weeks. So we've got this weather pattern, which looks really quite dominant through next week, low pressure to the north and northwest. But then from Friday, next Friday onwards, a greater chance of seeing these reds, although a lot of uncertainty for the last few days of May and the start of June. Now, the reds would indicate higher pressure arriving. So all of this basically means that throughout next week, we're likely to see our air coming from the west. That would bring with it Temperatures around average for the time of year. We're not going to see the heat moving up from the south, for example, or anything cold coming from the north. So typical temperatures, it'll be mixed in the north, rain or showers, a bit breezier here, but also some drier and brighter interludes. But the driest weather will be further south. There's not a dividing line halfway across the country, of course. It's a continuum from the north to the south with this kind of situation. But that's how it's looking for next week. And then for the following weekend and beyond, there are those hints that it might start to settle down. But of course, that's a long way off. We'll keep you updated, as always, right here. Bye-bye.